Hola amigos de Esto es Combo, bienvenidos. Hoy me encuentro con Lucy Hale y Tyler Posey, protagonistas de la película Truth or Dare. Bienvenidos a Combo. How are you guys?
Good.
Great, man.
Great.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Are you aware that Olivia is in love with your boyfriend?
Y también nos encontramos con el director de la película, Jeff Wadlow. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ruben.
This fine young lady here dared me to show you my business.
Seen it before, not impressed.
Part of the movie was shot in Mexico. How was your experience there?
That was fantastic.
It was so fun. We all got in a van and we drove to Rosarito, and we spent one night there, and we hung out, went to dinner, and it was our bonding trips before we started filming. And before that, I'd been to Mexico City before, and I loved it. But other than that, it was just Rosarito, so it was fun. Yeah.
It was really fun. My grandparents used to have a beach house in Ensenada, so I've done that drive a bunch of times when I was a kid. And so I was really looking forward to the drive down there and just hanging out with everybody. But we got stuck at the border for like 6 hours on the way back.
Really long time.
It was great. It was really fun. I had a good time.
Penelope.
Dare.
Make out with Olivia.
Let's get this party started.
Did you play the Truth or Dare game when you were younger, or why make a movie about it?
Yes, I played. Who didn't play? The second question, why make a movie out of Truth or Dare? That's a slightly more complicated answer. I had a meeting with Jason Blum, and he said, do you want to make a movie with the title Truth or Dare? I said, do you have anything else? He said, nope. Just want to do it with that title. And I was like, okay. And I pitched him the opening scene of the film, you know, the one in the gas station. And he was like, that's great. What else do you have? And I said, nothing. I'm just making this up. And he challenged me to write a script and direct a movie. And I pulled together a great team, and we did. So that's why we have the movie.
Carter said, tell the truth or you die. Do the dare or you die.
Refuse to play. You know what? Screw this.
Could you explain to our viewers about the Truth or Dare game? Because I think that in Mexico we know more about the spinning the bottle game.
It's kind of similar. I think the object is the same, where you try to get dared to kiss somebody.
Yeah.
So I think
yeah. So basically what you do is you have a group of friends and you take turns, and you have to pick between truth or dare. And truth is you'll ask someone like about a secret or a bad habit, or you know, like their crush or something. And then a dare is like run naked down the street or kiss so-and-so. So you're either like a truth person or a dare person, and I'm definitely a truth person.
Is there some kind of punishment if you don't say the truth?
That's
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, I always played like very innocent versions of it, but I think some people have rules that you have to do something if you don't fulfill the truth or the dare.
Yeah, there should be some sort of punishment for not doing the truth or the dare. Yeah, exactly. Because in the movie you die.
Yeah.
But in real life you can't.
Carter.
Truth.
What are your intentions with our sweet Olivia?
I needed to find someone with friends that I could trick into coming here.
How does it work writing the movie with more people?
I was really lucky in that Chris Roach, who's written a few scripts with me, he wrote Non-Stop for me, the Liam Neeson movie on the airplane. I went to him and I said, do you want to write this with me? And he actually said, well, I've been writing a lot with my wife, Jill Jacobs, his wife. And I said, well, let's all three do it together. So we wrote a draft, and we gave it to Jason and Cooper, and we just kind of worked as a team. You know, TV shows have writing rooms, right? Where you have multiple writers who are all working together. And it's a really fulfilling way to work, because when I write scripts by myself, it's just me alone staring at the computer, and it can be very isolating and quite grueling. But when you're working with a team, you get to bounce ideas off each other, you get to riff. One person will take one character, another person will take another character, and you have a script very quickly that's much more layered and multidimensional than, truthfully, a single writer can come up with on their own.
We're not playing the game. It's playing us.
There are very specific rules in the film, but don't you think that in real life sometimes lies can keep you alive?
I think like little white lies are okay here and there. Like if it's sparing someone's feelings, I think that's okay. Or like lying about your weight or your height, or like...
Those are okay?
Yeah, I think so, because it's like those are little white lies that don't hurt anyone.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. Lies that don't hurt anybody are okay, unless they hurt yourself.
I brought you all up here because I'm okay with strangers dying if it means I get to live.
What the hell?
The game's real.
Who came up with the evil green? It's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Scary as hell.
Yeah, that, you know, we were talking about what the possessed look should be, and I didn't really want to do the milky eyes or the slack jaw or the black veins. We've seen that a million times when it comes to possessions. And I was thinking about the spirit of the game and the real game, and it's quite mischievous. You know, it's a chance to kind of mess with your friends. And so I thought, well, our demon should have a mischievous look, a sort of Joker smile, and I drew it. And I showed it to our visual effects supervisor, and then I started thinking about Snapchat filters and how disconcerting those are, you know, because it's like people's facial anatomy being altered. It's really unsettling and I think disturbing.
So what do we do?
Only choose truth.
Marky's constantly cheating on Lucas.
Have you lied in the interview?
In this interview? Not this one. Yeah, you caught me on a very truthful day. So
You've been very truthful today.
Yeah.
Okay, wherever you go, whatever you do, it'll find you.
And so we shot some camera tests, and then, you know, I worked with different actors on the set to try to create the performance that we would augment with visual effects, and it just all kind of came together. And what's funny, at the very end of the process, we showed the movie to an audience, and this woman came out of the theater and she saw me and she's like, "Oh my God, it's your smile!" So I guess I have a little bit of the evil smile, so I think there's sort of a self-portrait going on there as well. I'm the demon, that's really what I'm saying.
Truth.
That's not how this works. Only the game decides.
You have lots of experience in TV. How is it different from making a film like this?
Well, like this is actually very similar to TV because we only had like 23 or 24 days to film the entire movie, and that's pretty much unheard of with the ambitiousness of the movie that we were doing, Truth or Dare. It's really chaotic and action-packed, and there's a lot of choreography that took place, and it was actually pretty similar to TV, because TV, there's a deadline you have to meet, and it's all really quick and intense, especially with a genre that we are both familiar with. But movies, usually you get to take your time, relax, rehearse. Sometimes you show up on set and don't work all day.
I find with film, you have more creative freedom to do things, whereas like TV, there's more like guidelines and rules that you have to follow.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
I know it sounds insane.
Just a little.
It's a horror movie, but there are also funny parts. How do you balance that?
I just want people to have fun, right? You know, and I think in real life, even in our darkest moments, we tend to find humor, we tend to find levity. I think that's part of the human experience. And when I go to movies that are just serious the whole time, I'm kind of exhausted when I come out of them. I prefer movies like the films of Richard Donner, you know, who worked in so many different genres, but he always found humor. I mean, you look at the first Lethal Weapon movie, you meet your hero, you know, he's crying and he's got a gun in his mouth. I mean, there's not much darker than that, not many things much darker than that, but then there's these incredible laughs in that film too. And so I think even when you go to really dark places, you still have to look for some humor to maintain the humanity in the story.
Break Olivia's hand.
You have to do it.
Look, as pissed as I am at you right now, there's no way I'm gonna break your hand.
Well, you don't really have a choice.
Thank you a lot.
Of course.
Congratulations on the movie. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Muchísimas gracias por haber visto este video. Denle like, suscríbanse y sigan en Esto es Combo.
Dare me to choose which one of you to kill.